هذا تثبت أن الشعب اليمني عنده الكرامة وعنده القيمة، ما ننسى 1000 شهيد.
صرنا ضربة، سمعنا على صوت الصاروخ، ما توقعنا هذه الضربة القوية هذه.
This area is under attack right now. 3 huge airstrikes just pounded the military base, which is about, if you can just hear it, that's another explosion right now. You can hear the sound of the missile just whistling as it cuts through the wind. The airstrike, it hit a military weapons facility in Nugum military base. There's missiles flying in all directions right now. Never seen anything like this. This is unbelievable. Sanaa is on fire right now. Whoa. Rockets are flying in every direction right now. Come on. We gotta go.
For over 6 weeks, a coalition of regional countries, led by Saudi Arabia, has been carrying out airstrikes in Yemen, the Arab world's poorest nation. Saudi Arabia says it wants to destroy the rebel Houthi movement, which seized the country's capital Sanaa last year and is fighting to take control of the rest of Yemen. The Houthis have grievances dating back decades and are backed by Iran, Saudi Arabia's regional rival. The Saudis say that their airstrikes in Sanaa target Houthi military positions, but on the ground, residents are telling a different story. Yusuf is a Yemeni journalist on the ground in Sanaa, who has been covering the airstrikes since they began.
We're now approaching the 5th week of the Saudi airstrikes, and there hasn't been any fuel, any electricity. And driving in Sanaa, you will find them. Thousands of cars are waiting in line at local gas stations, waiting to reach the fuel pumps.
Most days, after the airstrikes and anti-aircraft fire have subsided, Yusuf heads to the sites of bombings to find out what happened. According to the United Nations, the bombing campaign led by Saudi Arabia has killed at least 1,800 people, with over 800 being civilians. But the absence of international observers means that accurate figures are hard to come by. On May 2nd, at least 20 civilians were killed in an airstrike in the district of Sawan.
الصواريخ اللي استهدفت السعودية على هذه المساكن لا يوجد لا صواريخ ولا مخازن أسلحة ولا منشآت حكومية، وإنما عدوان يعني غاشم دون مبرر، ولا يوجد إلا أطفال ونساء وشياب يعجزة، وهذا يعانوا من المعيشة في هذا الوطن.
Jamal Abdul Wahid, he just got married 5 months ago. His wife is 18 years old, and his wife was killed in the airstrike. Now, she was killed after being crushed to death by this large piece of concrete, which landed right on top of her while she was sleeping right over there.
ضرب موت زوجتي وموت اخواننا وكريمتنا وكلهم ماتوا، يعني بعض منهم ماتوا بعض المستشفى، وعمال كانوا عندنا بالمجلس ماتوا، وهذا الدم حق زوجتي وكريمتي انا كله، يعني بيت راح كامل ما حصلنا ولا حاجه. طبعا زوجتي كان لها شهرين حامل حدا.
More blood stains over there. And the person right here is telling me that this is the blood stains. These are the blood stains of the children who were injured. So this is one of the bigger pieces that we have found in this area from the missile. And this is about, I would say, 30 pounds in weight.
According to Human Rights Watch, this fragment is the tail fin of an American-manufactured Paveway 3 laser-guided munition.
والشظايا هذه المساعدة الإنسانية التي قدمتها المملكة العربية السعودية لشعب اليمن. طائرة التحالف المتحالفة معهم، الذي متحالفين 10 دول مستقوية على شعب اليمن الضعيف، شعب اليمن المسالم، شعب اليمن الذي عمره لا أذى السعودية ولا أخذ من حقوقهم ولا استعدى على عدوهم. هم اللي استعدوا على شعب اليمن وأخذوا أراضي اليمنية هم
Apparently they're still searching for body parts. They're still trying to identify some of those who have been killed, and you can find their body pieces scattered basically all over this area. And most of them are finding some body parts, some body organs on top of their roofs. We just found a leg, one of the legs, and other body pieces. Just his entire body was mutilated, cut into different pieces, and flown into different areas.
I want to ask why they kill Yemeni people. We are Muslims. Why they destroyed our houses? They kill a lot of boys, a lot of girls, a lot of women, and that's forbidden. It is not Islam.
Supplies in Sanaa are running low. Food and fuel are becoming increasingly hard to find. Even medical supplies needed to treat the wounded are in short supply.
أنا طرف الله في شهر جمال لما وقع حرب وأنا خاطي وقرحت فوقي.
من الطائرة؟
من الطائرة. وأول انفجار كان خفيف. صرنا ضربة سمعنا صوت الصاروخ. ما توقعناش هذيك الضربة القوية هذيك.
ما اللي استهدفوا الناس المساكين الفقراء، كسروا البيوت، دمروا البيوت، فصلوا على لا ماء لا كهرباء لا بترول. وين عاد بنعيش؟ في نفسي ان انا اقول للعدوان السعودي لو مشوا يستهدفوا الحوثي، يستهدفوا يعني يروح لهم هم في صعده، ما مش في صنعاء عندنا، ولا استهدفوا اي حوثي. من يوم ما ضربوا على صنعاء ما استهدفوا ولا مات حوثي.
Sanaa International Airport has also been the target of airstrikes as the coalition seeks to isolate the Houthis. The airport was bombed when an Iranian plane tried to land. The plane, which the Houthis claim was carrying humanitarian aid, was forced to turn back, but the terminal building and aircraft on the runway were left badly damaged. The damage has made it harder for aid to reach the capital and for the wounded to leave.
So the airstrike apparently landed right in the middle of this, and it almost split the entire plane in half. This right here is exactly where the missile hit. So as you can see, a group of protesters and activists have gathered here in front of Sanaa International Airport in a sit-in to condemn the Saudi-led aggression which has pounded Sanaa International Airport runway. As you can see over here, the Civil Aviation Authority of Yemen, they've come to Sanaa International Airport and they've called other activists and they've called on the Yemeni people to come to Sanaa International Airport today. And they believe that by being here, this will ultimately prevent Saudi Arabia from carrying out another airstrike.
Tell the government of Saudi Arabia to go to the hell. They are real criminal people. They kill our government. They kill our people. They kill our civilian aviation for nothing, any reason. We will kill them. We will give them any day. Tomorrow or after tomorrow, we will knock their ass. They are real criminal people. They are real criminal people.
Before the bombing began, ordinary residents of Sanaa resented the Houthis for their authoritarian rule. But the airstrikes are causing a shift in public opinion. Now some view the movement, also known as Ansar Allah, as a defender of the nation. Massive protests supporting the Houthis have become a weekly fixture in Sanaa.
So we are now approaching the Houthi demonstration. Thousands of Houthis and their supporters have taken to the streets today to condemn the continuous Saudi-led airstrikes. ليش الفلوس هؤلاء؟
للمجاهدين في سبيل الله لدعم الجبهات القتالية نحو أعداء الله.
عشان المسيرة هذه؟
هذا تثبت أن الشعب اليمني عنده كرامة وعنده قيمة وما ننسى 1000 شهيد. دم اليمني ليس رخيص. ولن نستسلم. ولن نستسلم. الله أكبر. الموت لأمريكا، موت لإسرائيل، اللعنة على اليهود والنصر للإسلام.
The protesters here, their message is very clear, and that is a warning to Saudi Arabia that if it does not end its continuous airstrikes, then the Yemeni people, the Ansar Allah movement, and those who support it will be forced to take actions, to take matters into their own hands, and according to them, they are ready to advance into Saudi territory.
يعني أغلى السعودية شكاتلهم. نحن وإن كنا صغارا في أعمالنا لكننا كبار في إرادتنا وصلابتنا. وهذا العدوان الأمريكي السعودي رغم إجرامه في حقنا وحق الشعب اليمني وحق الشعب لكنه لن يزيدنا إلا صلابة.
Since their origins in northern Yemen as a youth movement, the Houthis have repeatedly been the target of airstrikes by both Saudi Arabia and the Yemeni government. In the face of the recent Houthi advance, in March, Yemen's President Abed Rabu Mansour Hadi called for foreign military intervention. He then fled Yemen as the airstrikes began. On May 12th, a temporary break in coalition airstrikes came into effect. However, after 5 days, the strikes resumed, with the coalition once again targeting Houthi positions.